Hello and welcome. This is from the CBN, where we bring to you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I am Misi Dada. For most people, this time of the year is for stock taking and setting of goals for the new year. If your financial goals for next year include easy access to cheap credit for growing your business and making more money, then you're on the right channel at the right time. In this episode, our focus is on the tertiary institutions entrepreneurship scheme ties and the 100 for 100 PPP, two of the various innovative financing programs of the Central Bank of Nigeria meant to empower the youth and stimulate growth in the economy. So find out what it takes to benefit from these programs. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
North, South, East or West, male or female, old school or millennial, rural or urban, the Naira is the same, and so is the e-Naira. The e-Naira is a legal tender issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, let's embrace it. The e-Naira will foster financial inclusion, improve access to credit, facilitate cross-border remittances, and it's easier to transfer. E-Naira, same Naira, more possibilities. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
I must confess that given the population growth rate and given the large number of our graduating students, we need to begin to see how SMEs can be incubated, because it is from SMEs, either they call them small and medium enterprises, that develop and they grow into large corporates, and that is how they become great companies of the future. We would like to see, and indeed, closing from this lecture today, we'll be writing to all the universities to begin to conduct some kind of entrepreneurship development competition program amongst their students. If you truly say you are a graduate of agriculture, are you graduating with a certificate of agriculture to begin to look for a job in a company, or you are graduating with your certificate in agriculture to go into some agricultural business that will earn you revenue and profit with which you can develop your life and your country? Those are the kind of things we need today. And we would like to encourage universities, and I'm sure our team from our development finance at the Central Bank will soon write to the universities and develop a framework under which this can be done, because this is one aspect where we can begin to stimulate the entrepreneurial skill in our youths.
It was at that UNILAG convocation lecture in July that the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, first made public the idea of a financing program to stimulate the entrepreneurial spirit among Nigerian graduates and undergraduates after much consultations with relevant stakeholders, including authorities of universities and polytechnics in the country. The tertiary institutions entrepreneurship scheme ties was born. In October, the CBN released the implementation guidelines for ties and opened a portal for the submission of applications, partnering with the Bank of Industry (BOI) for the pilot implementation phase. And on Thursday, November the 25th, the Tertiary Institutions Entrepreneurship Scheme was formally launched in Abuja, where few of the many beneficiaries from the pilot phase of the program were presented with checks.
Aisha, please come forward. She is a graduate of the Bayero University, Kano, where she obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Biology, graduating in the year 2014. She is an indigene of the Kogi State, and her business location is in Kogi State. I'll now hand over the microphone to the governor to... Okay, that's first. The second beneficiary of this this pilot scheme. A round of applause. It is also important to mention that Aisha is into the cashew nut processing business. She has 7 staff in her employ and currently rents processing machines to process her cashew nuts. Congratulations, Aisha. Next, in the order of beneficiaries, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Chukwudi Okpabi. Chukwudi is a graduate of the Federal Polytechnic, Ebonyi State, where he armed himself with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, graduating in the year 2013. He is into solar power energy production. He purchases components for inverters in the Nigerian market and builds the inverters to suit the specific electricity usage required for people in the rural areas and beyond. Chukwudi, congratulations. And interestingly, he's from my home state. The third beneficiary of this pilot scheme, an initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria, is Zainab Mohammed. Zainab is a graduate of the Federal Polytechnic, Bidda in Niger State, where she obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in Quantity Surveying, graduated in the year 2014. Zainab is into rice milling business with 3 staff in her employ. A round of applause for her. Congratulations, Zainab. Ladies and gentlemen, next in the line of beneficiaries, let's make welcome Noura Mohammed Abdullahi. Noura is a graduate of the Kano State Polytechnic, where he obtained a higher national diploma in animal production and technology, graduating in the year 2015. He is into egg production. He currently has 400 to 6 to 7 months laborers at that very facility, and his business is very thriving and very, very promising. Ladies and gentlemen, Noura Mohammed Abdullahi, a round of applause for him, please. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, next in the order of beneficiaries, let's make welcome Simeon Ojonugwa Ojobane. Simeon, please come forward. A graduate of the Kogi State University, where he obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics, graduating in the year 2015. He is into communication, mobile money, and internet services, providing mobile money services and acts as an intermediary between mobile money operators for issuance of POS to merchants. He also provides POS and computer accessory services. A round of applause for him, please. And last is one more person. Last is certainly not least, and for some circumstances beyond his control, he is unavoidably absent, but it is necessary that we actually announce that he is a beneficiary of the scheme. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate in absentia Adebowale Olaoyi. He is a graduate of the University of Lagos, where he obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting, and he graduated in the year 2016. Adebowale is into digital printing press and garment making. He currently has 7 staff in his employ and 4 interns. With the permission of the governor, we'll invite the Director of Development Finance or top management of DLP to receive. Oh, there's Dr. Adebowale. The check is not here, but we'll get it across to the beneficiary eventually. Thank you.
The Tertiary Institutions Entrepreneurship Scheme TIES will bridge the financing gaps that have previously prevented young Nigerians from accessing low-cost credit to drive development of business ideas. Now, if you are a business-inclined undergraduate, a young graduate, or you are a parent, uncle, auntie, or guardian to one, you must at this point be interested in knowing how it works so as to become a beneficiary. Activities eligible under the Tertiary Institutions Entrepreneurship Scheme include agribusiness such as production, processing, storage and logistics, information technology such as application software development, business process outsourcing, robotics and data management, creative industry such as entertainment, fashion, photography, artwork, publishing, beauty and cosmetics, culinary and event management, science and technology such as medical innovation, robotics, ticketing systems, traffic systems, waste management, and renewable energy. TIES has three main components. First is a term loan component, which provides direct credit opportunities to graduates of polytechnics and universities of not more than 7 years post-graduation. An applicant, if successful, will be eligible for a maximum of 5 million naira for an individual, sole proprietorship or small company, and a maximum of 25 million naira for a partnership or company. The tenure for the facility is 5 years maximum, with a 1-year moratorium and at an interest rate of 5% per annum, which will revert to 9% per annum from March next year. Requirements for the term loan component of TIES are your BSc HND certificate or its equivalent, and NYSC discharge or exemption certificate, a valid mobile phone number that is linked to BVN, NIN, and TIN, email address, evidence of business registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and corporate bank account number of your business. Second is the equity investment component designed to support startups, existing businesses requiring expansion, and ailing businesses seeking resuscitation. This component will be implemented under the CBN's Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprise Investment Scheme (AGSMI's) equity window. As a result, the investment limit will be subject to the limit prescribed by the AGSMI's guidelines, and the investment period will not be more than 10 years. The developmental grant component is the last component and is aimed at raising awareness and visibility of entrepreneurship among undergraduates of tertiary institutions. Under the developmental grant component, polytechnics and universities will compete in a national biennial entrepreneurship competition where undergraduates are presented by the tertiary institutions to pitch innovative entrepreneurial or technological ideas capable of transforming the system. Top 3 institutions at the regional levels will proceed to the national level, where top 5 institutions will be awarded grants ranging from 50 million naira to 150 million naira. The grant shall be used specifically for the development of the award-winning innovations and to support research and development of high-impact projects within and around the institution's community. Participation under the scheme is restricted to undergraduates of Nigerian polytechnics and universities. It is important to note that the Central Bank of Nigeria does not deal with individuals when it comes to these intervention programs. There are participating financial institutions responsible for disbursement, so pay a visit to your bank and ask the right questions from the right people.
Oh, I see. Just hold on. In that case, let me call out my PIN. It is 41.
Uncle, please stop.
Stop what?
You're giving someone else your personal identification number PIN?
Not someone else. It's from my bank.
Please hang up, Uncle. That's a fraudster.
That's not true. But they call out my full name. I am sure this is from my bank.
Uncle, no bank is ever going to call you to ask for your personal identification number PIN, your mobile banking password, or your card verification code, CVC.
But it sounded so genuine.
Yes, hackers and fraudsters always sound genuine. But please, Uncle, don't fall for their bait. Don't respond to any phony emails, text message, SMS, and don't click on any link you're not sure of.
Even if they call your date of birth or your BVN, don't give them your security details.
If you suspect any issue with your account, please go to your bank.
Oh, I see.
This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is from the CBN. We bring you up to speed on the actions, policies, and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The CBN is mindful of financing gaps in the economy and makes provision to intervene. The 100 for 100 PPP is an intervention designed to stimulate flow of credit to the real sector and reverse the country's over-reliance on importation. Under this policy, which started on November the 1st, the CBN will financially support 100 targeted private companies in 100 days, rolling over with a new set of 100 companies every 100 days. The facility focuses on existing projects and businesses, as well as new projects with the potential to transform the productive base of the economy. Eligible activities include manufacturing, agriculture and agro-processing, extractive industries, petrochemicals and renewable energy, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, logistics services, and trade-related infrastructure, plus any other activity as may be prescribed by the CBN. Loan is for acquisition of plants and machinery as well as working capital.
Now, which areas, which sectors of the economy do you think can deliver and make positive impacts, just as the CBN is projecting?
Yeah, there are many sectors that are holding us hostage to inflation and also to forex dynamics. One of them is agro-export and agro-processing. Now, we are basically an agro-economy, and then even though security is a big constraint that is shrinking the agroecological footprint, but nevertheless, CBN has actually matched this with massive investment on anchor borrowers and some other interventions, and then making sure that the intervention is end-to-end across value chain. All we are now doing is that we now have a huge army of 4 million people growing our crops for us, much more than that, and working in a modernized fashion. We need to scale up to processing, which is where this 100 for 100 PPP really fits in, because the industrial base that we have is a funny one, because over 80% of our current industrial capacity are dependent on imported raw materials. And that's not a good position to be in. We saw what happened last year in the pharmaceutical industry. 98% of the pharmaceutical industries are importing their active pharmaceutical ingredients from abroad. So when the COVID hit, some of them didn't want to send anything. So we had to shut down, not because COVID has hit us, but because the people who are supplying us the raw material have stopped to supply. India was one of them. They will supply the active pharmaceutical ingredients. So that shut down a lot of our pharmaceutical factories. And if you recall again that in previous administrations of Obasanjo and all of that, you saw how they tackled beer production by substituting some of the sorghum with the barley. And then you saw bread, they incorporated cassava 10 to 20% into bread to reduce the wheat consumption. So this is exactly what is going on now, because CBN
now
is now
we have a wheat brown revolution.
Yeah, we have the 100. He's saying 50% of the raw material should be local. It's no longer 10% of local, 50%, and then employment 80%. So this is really music to my ear, because it is striking, in line with what is expected. So you are now going to have a seamless integration of our production system, agro-production system, with our processing, and then heading out to export competitiveness. But that's not food, is not the only thing. We also have solid minerals that also are going to benefit. We have to have some beneficiation projects, and then also some solid mineral refining projects like gold. Gold is very important, because if we are having the value of $3 billion gold in Zamfara and the likes, if we refine those, CBN will buy up those on dollars, for forest purposes and for our reserves purposes. Then there are also oil and gas, the downstream oil and gas. Attention has always been on the upstream, but with more resources coming in so that they can produce more of the downstream and derivatives, then obviously that will make us a very, very strong competing company. And don't forget that there are many, many other areas that are involved. The technology area will come in because we are doing very well. And the good thing about Nigeria is that 90%, there are 90 million MSMEs in Africa. Dynamic entrepreneurial economy, where all we needed to do is to give them access to finance, which CBN is doing in a variety of ways, but also to make sure that the industrial capacity is rejigged to be able to provide that link. Because the weakest link in our economic system in Nigeria is the link between agro production, which is the primary production, and secondary processing. The link is too weak. And so this program is targeting that link, to strengthen that link.
You're watching from the CBN, and we're coming to the end of this week's package. Do you know that you can gift your loved ones e-Naira this Yuletide season? With more than 78,000 merchants across 160 countries, transactions without a second or third currencies are becoming a reality. That's in addition to quick and seamless transactions locally. Download the e-Naira wallet today and join hundreds of thousands of people who have onboarded. It's very easy. Here's how.
e-Naira is here. Get ready to expand the possibilities of what your Naira can do for you by adopting Nigeria's official central bank digital currency. Your e-Naira journey begins with the CBN issued Speed Wallet app. To get started, visit the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Search for e-Naira and click on the install button. Now that you have the Speed app, to register, click on Sign Up. Then click on Sign Up with your bank. Find your e-Naira partner bank and select. This is any bank you have a verified account number with. The Create Account screen pops up. Insert your 11-digit phone number. Set and confirm your password. This will be your e-Naira wallet password going forward. Click on Continue after the button turns green. and you will be taken to the personal information screen. Insert the following as used on your BVN: your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your state of origin, your account number in the chosen partner bank, your BVN number. Click on Continue after the button turns green to review information supplied, and then click Submit. Note that when signing up, you have a maximum number of 3 attempts to get it right, after which the system will lock you out for 30 minutes. An activation link is sent to the email linked to your BVN, which expires after 1 hour. Once activated, you have become officially registered. For individuals and for businesses, eNaira and the eNaira Speed wallets make the worries of handling money yesterday's problem. Begin your journey now. eNaira, same Naira, more possibilities.
That's all from the CBN this week. You can report unresolved banking issues to the CBN Consumer Protection Department through the email address cpd@cbn.gov.ng with relevant documents. You can also call the CBN Contact Center using the phone line +234 700 2255 226. Local call rates may apply. Keep sending your comments to the email address fromthecbn@gmail.com. Find and follow us on social media platforms including YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for updates and uploaded episodes of the program. We invite you to join us again next time. I am Uliyemisi Dada. Stay safe. Bye for now.